Thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me. I really, really appreciate it. For those of you that are brand new, welcome. My name is Michelle Davison. I am a stay-at-home wife, mother of four, and makeup enthusiast, and today is Single Saturday! Yes, so my friend Kay on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and link her down in the doobly-doo, reached out to a bunch of us in hopes of doing a collab. And most of us have something in common, which is that we grossly neglect our singles collection. And she decided that she wanted to put an end to that. And so on Saturdays, we are committing to using our singles and just getting some use out of that part of our collection that's been underloved. My baby's like trying to roll over there, so I'm going to be peeking over there a few times during the video. But I have a vision. I have a very, very specific vision for today's look, and I really hope it plays out. I am using my Natasha Denona Pastel palette in combination with Coffee Plum Pitaka, and I hope that this look turns out as gorgeous as I anticipate it being, because in my mind, I'm a genius. It's beautiful. But I've said that before. I have definitely said that before. I am so sleepy today, you guys. I am so tired. You may have seen this on Instagram, but my kids made me 2 coffees, and I was still like falling asleep on the couch. I am so sleepy, and I don't even know why, because yesterday we spent 3 hours at the park, and honestly, that's probably why. But why am I tired today? It's a good question, friends. I don't know. My poor husband, he had to work like 100 hours last weekend, no exaggeration, because he is now in the active reserves for the military, and it was reserve weekend for him on top of working his normal job. And then this weekend he had to work his real job, so he's had like 1 day off over the past 2 weeks, which, I mean, it's a blessing that he even got that day off, but both of us are feeling a little tired. When he's home, he's a very involved father and a very involved husband, and so it definitely, helps to have another adult around who's new and exciting, because when I'm feeling a little burnt out or a little exhausted, he takes on, a lot of that from me. So not having him around is definitely something I feel. And the kids feel it too. So it's hard for all of us. But I'm super appreciative of him and super grateful that he supports us the way he does. Oh man, I wanted to try the tape thing again, but I forgot. So another day. I am taking the shade Brisk from Pastels, which I guess I could show you guys, is this mint shade. I have a little bit of a dip. I don't think I'm very close to pan though, but it's the vision. It was after Andy, so they posted a haul. I want to say it was their Ipsy shop haul. That sounds right. And they picked up a couple mint green things because they were trying to they were trying to fulfill this vision they had. And it was all like mint green. I think what happened was I watched this video a couple days ago, so I might be misremembering, but I think they got something mint green chosen for them, like an eyeshadow stick, and then they purchased some mint green stuff to go with it. Andy, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that what happened? Am I thinking of something else? Let me know. But, so that got mint green in my head. And I've been thinking about, I actually have like 9 singles, but I don't really count my Half Magic singles. I don't know why, because they are singles. But when I was thinking about how I wanted to do Single Saturday, I really had these 4 shadows in mind. I'm going to go save Mama because she's rolling. 1 second. Really pretty Mama. I look over and she's like, I'm like, I don't like it when my babies around this age try to roll and I'm not sitting right next to them supervising. It just makes me very nervous, even though if they can get there on their own, it's usually okay, but I am anxious. So she is now in her chair watching me do my makeup and hanging out. She's honestly a very chill baby. She is the chillest baby I have ever had, for surezies. But I was thinking about what look I wanted to do for single Saturday, and I kept going back and forth between two because I have this one single from Sydney Grace that Sean just swoons over every time I wear it by itself. He thinks it's so beautiful, and it really is beautiful. But I like to play with palettes, so I don't use it that much, but I really need to get some use out of it because it's gonna go off soon. I've had it for 2, if not 3 years, and it's almost full. And you guys know the Sydney Grace cream shadows, how hard it is to get through those suckers. So I really need to use that more. But anyway, this look, at least the way I've been picturing it in my mind, has been living rent-free in my mind ever since they posted their haul. So I hope that this plays out and scratches that itch, because if it doesn't, why one side of my face always blends way better than the other? And it probably is a me issue, but is there anything like scientific that would cause that? Like, is there anything skin related that would cause a thing like that? Because I feel like this side always blends worse than this side. And it could be, this side is my window and then this side is my living room, so it could be that. Or, I'm not sure. But I have my shape in. Now I'm going to take my Plum Pataka, and how do I want to do this? Do I want to do this with my finger? Maybe. It has no scent. I love this shadow. If you guys remember, I have a 50 use goal on this bad boy for Panoply, which was a self-chosen goal. So I love the shadow. I want to get more use out of the shadow. I'm not a singles person, which, by the way, if you guys also remember, I was going back and forth over another Colfi shadow, the blue one, Disco Dreams. Oh man, for probably a month or so. It was on Mercari, the price was right. It was blue, it was gorgeous, and eventually it sold. And so I was able to like let it go and not obsess over it anymore because it wasn't on the table anymore. Somebody bought it. And I am glad that I didn't get that eyeshadow because I am just not a singles girly. I can certainly force myself to be. I can force myself to reach for them. And when I do reach for them, I do really like it. But organically reaching for it is just, I'm not that girl. I want this to dry because once it dries, the Colfi shadows are fantastic and they don't budge. But I don't want it to crease if I have my eyeballs open, which the Colfi ones, honestly, when you put them down, they tend to stay where you put them. But I really want this look to pan out, and I don't want it to be because I opened my eyes prematurely and made it crease, you know what I mean? But I think that's probably good. Wow, this is pretty. It's working out well so far. If you hear my beautiful children, they are not napping. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep with my babies, and my 2 bigger kids just hung out and read. So they are all not tired. Usually nap time is when I do my makeup, but obviously I fell asleep, so now they're just playing, with the exception of my little baby, my small. She's right here. But my big kids are seriously growing up so stinking fast, like before my eyes. I cannot even believe it. Like, even at the start of summer, my kids were so different. They were different, and now they're big, and I'm like, why did you guys get so big? I didn't have it. Like, they made me 2 coffees today, and they just, like, I don't know how they do it. They're just so amazing. I'm Like, man. Kids are awesome. They pick up so much, and it's like, how did you learn that? Like, they were the ones that were like, Mom, you look tired. Let's get you another coffee. I'm like, what? How'd you know? How'd you know I could use another coffee? They're just so cool. I love kids. Yeah, this side's looking good. This side's looking kind of... Okay. So, this is where my vision starts to get a little... Do I want Adriatic or mint frost? Adriatic or mint frost? My instinct tells me mint frost. So, or do I want to do okay, maybe I'll use both. When in doubt, use both. So we're gonna go in with Adriatic, which is, you guys are, and it's gonna go all over this inner part here. And then it's gonna go in this inner part here. This is a makeup tutorial. A very unprofessional makeup tutorial. This gives vibes. This gives the vibes. And then I want to put, do I want to put mint frost? Yeah. No, don't starlet. Come on. Okay. Scream into your phone now, or computer. Do I want mint frost or scarlet in the middle? Let's do Starlet. Why not? We're playing with makeup today. Oh, you can't really... Mama, you're trying to roll out of your chair now, ma'am. What are you doing, mamas? So today is my high school reunion. I am obviously not going. Listen, I didn't really go to my high school. I mean, I did obviously, but I did a running start program. So I went to community college full time and didn't go to my high school in person at all. And so I'm not like friends with anybody like that. And the people I am friends with like that, I see them organically. So going to my high school reunion when I'm not friends with anybody and I don't even think anybody would remember me, just didn't seem very enticing to me. So I'm not going. Excuse me if that was an awful sound. I think we're catching a cold again because of course we are. We are always sick and I don't really understand how. I was talking to Sean yesterday and I was like, dude, how are we always sick? Or like, we always have a cold. He's like, oh, well, we have 4 kids and 2 are under 2. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. 2 are under 2. Our almost 8-year-old should have a pretty good immune system at this point because he's been in school now for a little bit, but we have another that's supposed to start kindergarten this year, so woohoo! I kind of like this. I don't know how well. Maybe I will. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm going to leave it as is. I do think that's pretty. This is not how I imagined the look turning out, but I think it is beautiful. The thing with pastels is I like very rich pigment. So I do find myself building it up quite a bit because it's like I'm trying to turn pastels not pastel in a way, which sounds weird, but like I know it's a pastel palette, of course, but I I don't know. It's like I want it to be more oomph than pastels should be. I'm using my Rabanne little sample right now. I played with the idea of using my Colfie Batty Lash today because it's a collab, but the more I use the Rabanne mascara, the more I actually like it. I think I still like Colfie better, but you guys know. You guys already know how I feel about little, like, smaller products, like travel size products and samples. I am terrible at using them. I just forget that they exist. And I don't know, I just don't get such enjoyment out of using, wow, mama, a small product like this the way I do a full size. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why. But this particular mascara, like, the more I use it, I'm like, it's pretty. I like it. Now, would I run out and purchase this? Probably not. What do we know about Rabanne? I've actually never heard anybody talk about this brand at all, I don't think. Unless I'm mistaken, but off the top of my head, I don't recall anybody. Is this a drugstore brand or is this high-end? Mama girl. But yeah, I just feel like I've had a little bit of a runny nose the last couple days, and I'm really tired. And there's like normal tired, you know, having 4 kids, but then there's like when we had COVID those couple times, I was exhausted. I don't feel like it's COVID, but I mean, everybody's been sneezing, coughing for days, low appetites for days. It's been on repeat, and I just don't understand. I'm like legitimately a germaphobe. So if anybody is visibly ill, like if we go to the library and somebody's visibly ill, we leave. I'm not one of those parents that's like, oh, it's okay, they're kids, they're gonna get sick. No, we leave. So I haven't seen anybody visibly ill, you know, around my kids at all this summer, I don't think, which of course doesn't mean much because we do go to the park often and we wash hands, but of course, you know, I know things happen. I know. But like usually you see it coming, you know, you're like, oh man, like there was somebody sick at the library and yeah, we left, but oh man, but yeah, I didn't see this coming. It's been nonstop, so don't really know what's going on, but as long as we're not sick for our vacation next month. But I'm torn because I don't want to just like shelter in place, you know, like that's a good way to ensure nobody's sick is just stay home for 2 weeks leading up to it. But I don't want them to like sacrifice 2 weeks of their summer just for vacation. I actually really think that's pretty. I think it turned out really, really pretty. It's different than the vibes. I think adding that starlit shade in the middle was definitely the move. I wasn't going to do that, but it's like watercolory. I really like pastels tend to be really pretty because they usually end up watercolory, I feel. I'm using my Be Goldie Bright Drops from Drunk Elephant. I got this in boxy. I don't know. Oh, mama. She's eating her fingers, which means she's getting hungry. Let's see if... Oh, man. Let's see if mama can finish her makeup before mama gets way too hungry. I don't know if this actually does anything. Has anybody else received this product in boxy? And do you think it actually did anything for your skin? I like the claims. I don't feel like I have these type of skincare problems though. Like I don't feel like I have wrinkles or fine lines or anything yet, thankfully. But I do feel like my skin sometimes looks dull. So, oh goodness. Let's see if I can bounce her while I'm finishing up these last few steps here. I don't think I need to. Should I prime? I mean, I totally know I should, but yeah, I know. Just gonna use up this little guy. I'm really excited for this collab, actually. I'm really, really curious to see what singles everybody else is going to pull out. I know right now the whole thing is eyeshadow sticks. Everybody in the community really likes eyeshadow sticks, but I'm just not an eyeshadow stick girly. I don't know why. I thought a bunch of times, especially during Ulta 21 days, about getting like the Half Magic sticks because they're gorgeous, but I don't know. Simple eye looks just are not really, I don't gravitate towards them very much. I would rather do my makeup later in the day and do a whole elaborate look. I saw something fall. I don't know where it fell, but this happens a lot. I'll be like chit-chatting and doing my makeup, and I'll see something fall, and I'm like, where'd it go? And then I'll see a stain on my shirt later, and I'm like, oh man. I know exactly when that happened too. Like, I have a stain on one of my white shirts, and I didn't find it until after I did laundry, you know, and I went to wear it again, and I was like, oh man, what? When did this happen? I could have like treated it, but at this point the stain's old, so it's not gonna come out. I'm like, aw, but it's okay. When you have kids, everything gets stained. Oh, mama. Mama girl. Mama girl. I'm using old project pan. Oh my goodness. Things today. I've been patient, mother. And now my patience ran out. And I'm hungry. She's so funny. So her crying when she's hungry is actually very, very rare. It makes me feel like she's very hungry, because in the morning, I mean, she still wakes up in the middle of the night, obviously, but she just sucks on her fingers. That's how you know she's hungry. She'll start sucking on her fingers, and you could tell how hungry she is by how many fingers are in her mouth. So first it starts with like a thumb, and then she'll have like 2, and the next thing you know, her whole fist is in her mouth, and that's how you know she's about to scream. So right now she has 2. I'm like, okay, I have some time. I could probably finish this, and then, because breastfeeding takes time, man. It's like a half-hour adventure. I'm like, oh, and then I'm gonna lose my groove. Using all Project Pan items today, you guys. Shaboilers. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what singles everybody chooses. And what formulas, like, are people going to do creams largely? Are people going to do sticks? Are we going to see any sticks? Are people going to use, like, a single from a palette? Like, what is Single Saturday going to bring for all of my beautiful internet friends? I know, Mama, I know. I just think it's so fun. I think it's so fun when we do collabs, because we get to see what everybody else is using and what direction everybody else takes the same prompt. It's just a very unifying experience. Oh, Mama. Can you guys believe it's almost August? I am in denial. I feel like the summer just started. We're getting a very mild summer here. I know I complain about the weather every day, but it's very mild, and so it just feels like it's, oh my goodness, going by so fast. Okay, for my highlighter, I'm using Unbothered from Danessa, which I heard a rumor is coming in boxy, which I bought this one and low key off of Mercari, and honestly, if I hadn't, I don't think I would repurchase it. I just does not excite me. I got it because Kathleen Lights, I watched one video where Kathleen Lights said it was gorgeous and just took her word. But I didn't even consider the Kathleen Lights now, like, it's really, like, neutral makeup. And so I'm like, it's gorgeous on her, not my thing, you know? Which, it's my own fault. I did a total of 0 research. I'm gonna use, I think Black Honey is the lip of the day for this. It's funny because I actually went to Ulta looking for e.l.f. Black Cherry. And the girl was like, well, that is online only, but we have Black Honey from Clinique, which is almost the same thing. And I was like, oh man, like I was here looking for the e.l.f. one because I wanted to dupe it. But now that you found it, I feel like guilty, you know, if I don't get it because I'm silly like that. So I ended up getting the expensive one. And you guys, I think today, I know it seems like I'm spraying an obnoxious amount, but it's at the point where it's like foaming. You see what I mean? It's not like spraying, it's foaming out. So getting a full face application is really, really hard. So I'm torn because I feel like it was splotchy, but I feel like I was able to get it all over my face. My face looks pretty wet, but you know. Oh, Mama. Anyway, I'm gonna get going because Mama's losing her patience. This is my look for Single Saturday. Oh my goodness. I have been so patient. I think I've been very accommodating today. And you're just making the baby wait. And that's like not good. That's not fair at all. Anyway, this is our look of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is exactly, not exactly because I added an extra color, but it is the vibes I was wanting. And hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. But yes, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I appreciate it as always. Please feel encouraged and empowered to engage with us down in the doobly-doo. And in DMs, we love talking about all things makeup, old makeup, new makeup, makeup techniques, makeup looks. Do any of you own any coffee shadows? And I really am truly grateful that Lynn reached out and invited me to participate in the collab with the community. It was tons of fun, and it really got me to stretch my creativity a little bit and to use under-loved portions of my makeup collection, so that I really appreciate it. And I look forward to continuing to do so in the future. So with that, I will let you guys get back to your day. But thank you again, and I'll catch you soon. Bye. Bye, Mama.